some of the things and the clear, obvious ways that you can improve from the first game. How did that correlate to the offense specifically tonight, just how crisp it was and how efficient both the starters and the bench were?
We could have cracked 40 assists if we were more so careless with some of our turnovers, especially in that second quarter. But the way we're moving the ball, the way we were sharing the ball, and just keeping everybody involved, keeping everybody feeling very comfortable on the offensive end, just comes from the film, like you said, that we dived into the last couple days.
Any specific thoughts on just Trez and Schroeder and the way that they're able to create offense like tonight, and on a night where you and AD still do your typical efficient scoring, albeit in fewer minutes?
Yeah, I mean that's what we have them for. We saw what they were able to do last year, both with their respective teams last year. And their ability to score, their ability to be efficient as well, just adds to our firepower that we have. So, it was great to see that tonight. They both felt and seemed more comfortable in what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish offensively, and it was big for our team.
Dave?
LeBron, Merry Christmas. I got two for you if I could. One of the notable Christmas Day moments of your career is playing in Staples Center on the Heat, catching an alley-oop off the glass from Dwayne Wade. Tonight, you were the guy throwing the alley-oop to AD. Can you talk about the parallel of those moments?
Obviously, the setting is a lot different. Being in Staples Center for Christmas is just it's an unbelievable feeling. We had it last year. We played the Clippers with our fans here, and just rejoicing in the excitement from our fans, being a part of a beautiful, Christmas Day. But, being able to have the correlation of me catching lobs from D Wade in the past, and then me being able to switch it off and throw the lobs to ADs like tonight, it's definitely a blessing.
And a quick second one, if I could. You told us that wine was to be part of your rehab process to get that ankle right. Is there any side effect to the wine affecting that free throw in the third quarter, or what happened there?
No, I told you the other night when I drink, the wine goes from straight down to the left side of my body. Tonight, I shot the free throw with my right hand, so it had bad side effects. So I'm gonna see if I can drink some wine. If I can shoot it down to the right side of my body, maybe it'll help my free throw, and I can give me a little bit more strength to where it doesn't hit absolutely nothing. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I need to drink upside down tonight, maybe vampire style. We'll see.
Dan?
LeBron, it's a bottle in both hands is usually what works. That's typically just from my experience. I'm curious. Obviously, you guys had a really clear identity last year, and the formula was pretty laid out for how you would win. How willing and open do you have to be for that formula to be changed when the parts change like the way they did this year? Or is it going to be? Is it the same formula?
No, it's the same formula. I mean, our formula last year was to defend at a high level. Rebound, and then on the offensive end, just sharing the ball. And we had two heavy hitters that we knew that could make big time shots and big time moments. But we also had complementary guys that we knew that we could get them the opportunities, as you guys see in the postseason. So and it's the same. We have two heavy hitters, myself and an AD, and we also got some guys that can just do some great things. I mean, and as you've seen tonight, and Trez, and Schroeder, and Kuz. You can never forget about KCP because he has the ability to go off as well. And that's just the name of a few. So we know what our identity is. Our team know what our identity is. And, the ball is going to be in me and AD's hand for the majority of the time. But we have the ability to be able to defer. To Dennis, and he can run the offense, be able to defer and get the ball to Trez in the low post, and he can do his thing, be able to get the ball to Kuz in his sweet spots as well. So we know who we are, and we want to continue to build off that.
Kyle, good.
Hey, Brown, Merry Christmas. Just sort of following up off of that, you talk about who you are, and obviously when you look at the scores you have on this team, you knew the potential. What's it like to kind of see that score 138 points in a game, and you only have to score 22 of that? Is that sort of invigorating to be in this situation, see it unfold?
That's what the game asked for. The game asked for and called for being well balanced. And we have 4 guys that basically was in the 20s or close to it. I think Dennis had 18. We was just moving the ball. Everyone was in a great rhythm. Trez did a great job of offensive rebounding. He also did a great job of being posted, making his shots. AD was AD, but I felt Dennis was just more aggressive tonight, going under his pick and rolls at times. He stopped behind and made him, got to the lane, got his finishes, got his mid-range going. But, we have the ability to where we can have 4, maybe even 5 guys that can score in the 20s, along with Kuz on any given night, as long as we're sharing the ball, as long as we're efficient, as long as we're defending. So it was a beautiful thing to see.
Okay, we're going to take 2 more. Melissa Rowland.
Hey, LeBron, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You posted about how you woke up and you were so excited to play Christmas night. What's it like in your 17th season? Are you just as excited to play on Christmas as you were early on? And what's it like? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning before this type of a game?
Yeah. I appreciate you, Melissa, for making me feel a year younger. Thank you. But I felt great. I mean, I woke up early this morning. We all have to, we have to do our testing, our NBA protocol testing. So I had to leave the house early to go test at our facility. And then I came back home and it was time to open gifts with the kids, which was a great moment. I watched some of the early game that came on at 9. I think it was the Pelicans and the Heat. I watched a little bit of that. Once the kids went off and played with their toys, I went back to the room and took me a nap and was excited when I woke up to get down to Staples and get ready to go. So it's been a very good day. And now I'm going to go home and be double-fisted so I can not airball a free throw in next game. So that's what it is.
All right, we'll take 1 more. Let's go David in Italy.
Hey, LeBron. Merry Christmas from Italy.
Merry Christmas, David.
I'm curious about your level of game. Coach Vogel is saying that your minutes need to be looked at. How do you feel?
I think it's a conspiracy in this league about my minutes needing to be looked at, and everyone just follows the train. No, I'm just messing around. Listen, whatever coach and the coaching staff or the players, I'm ready to do whatever. If coach wants to limit my minutes early on in the season, he can do that. If he wants to play me some games where it's a high minutes, be trying to win the ball game, he can do that too. I train my body for whatever. I'm not your typical guy that's in his 18th season. I try to show it to you guys over and over and over. I remember I was in year 13, they were saying the same thing. And then year 14, limited minutes, year 15, 16. So, it's the same story for me. But, for me personally, I train my body for a marathon. I train my body for whatever. And whatever the game or whatever the day has in store, I'm ready for that. So learning from my mom and learning from some OGs growing up. OGs for you, David, is original gangsters. I know you guys got to have a lot of those in Italy. I know that for sure. I'm a big mob guy. They say if you stay ready, you never got to get ready. So that's what I believe in, and that's what I strive for. So Merry Christmas. Love you guys.
What's it like seeing Harrell and Schroeder, Kuz, a couple other guys, all that firepower, be able to go off like that to compliment you?
Yeah, man, we got a really good team. We got a really good team that's well balanced. That night shift, me and Brian don't have it going. It's going from 4 or 5, 6 guys. Me and Mark was talking. Mark hasn't even gotten the rhythm. Offensively, hadn't even got many shots. A guy who can score the ball, so he can shoot the ball. So we're continuously trying to find our rhythm, trying to find our chemistry together. Tonight was a good night of that.
With the offense coming easy, what are you noticing on the defensive end and the areas where you feel like you guys need to get better to try to get back to where you were last year?
We did a good job tonight. In transition, we did a good job with our coverages. Better job talking tonight. I think we still can get better at, fouling, not fouling. We put into a line a lot. And a little bit of overhelp. We're trying to help guys when guys get beat off the dribble and they're kicking out for threes. So especially a team like this who shoots on the threes, we definitely want to let them back in the game more, continue to shoot open threes on us. But I think we did a better job tonight on our coverages, talking on defensive end and just covering better.
Dave?
AD, what is it going to take to get Wes and Mark going the same way Trez and Dennis have so far?
More time. I mean, both of those guys are experienced players. Both of those guys can make plays on both ends of the floor. Like I said, we got a lot of guys on our team. I mean, it's a good problem. And it's good, as they're working their way back into the swing of things and trying to find their rhythm, we can still have other guys come in and make plays for us. So they can take all the time they need to get back in the rhythm. Obviously, we're asking a lot from them to come in. Let's play both sides of the ball. West guard, one of the best perimeter players on the other team. And Mark do a lot for us on the offensive end, and his passing ability, and on the defensive end. So we ask a lot from him. So we're going to give him time to get back in the rhythm and get used to our offense and playing with some of our guys. But as they come along, we still have other guys that can play for us.
Kyle Goon?
Hey, AD, there's some reports that Dennis is potentially, looking at doing an extension sometime during the season with the Lakers. And he said just now that he would love to if it can be worked out on both sides. What have you seen this last month about Dennis's fit within the organization?
He adapted really quickly. I only got a chance to play alongside him for I think 4 games now, 2 preseason, 2 regular season, and we're constantly building that chemistry. He's a guy who wants to learn, who wants to be great on both sides of the ball. He's always talking, trying to figure out how he can get better and help the team. But what I see, he likes to hear so far, and that would be great to lock him in for the next couple years and be able to do something done.
Dan Wookey?
Anthony, Merry Christmas. I'm wondering, Frank said that he thought the loss against the Clippers didn't sit very well with you guys. I'm curious, after that game, there was a lot of talk about just sort of like how surreal it was that you were even back playing. What was it like in the 24 hours after that? Is that when like the kind of the loss part of it kicked in? And do you think that kind of helped you guys get more focused offensively or any of that stuff that happened early, more energy early in this game tonight?
I think it was the film. I mean, we watched film and realized how we can be better on both sides of the ball. It was our first game together. Sometimes we have guys who sit out in preseason. You don't get that chemistry. And then we didn't really have much practice time. We were together for like 9 days at that time. And the more and more we get to play with each other, the more we're going to figure things out. But we went to the film and realized that we can be a lot better. And we pride ourselves on not losing 2 in a row. We did the same thing last year. We never want to lose 2 games in a row, so we know we want to come out and get this game. And come out with a lot of energy and effort. Guys felt a lot better body-wise and mentally. Obviously getting the rings was a big deal for us. And it just didn't feel like a real game. It felt also surreal. And we was able to come out tonight and put all that behind us and make sure that we did whatever we could to get to the win.
All right, a few more. Melissa Rowland.
Hey, D, you guys outscored the Mavs 35-0 tonight in second chance points. What does that say about your guys' effort? And then also Frank said that was a point of emphasis heading into tonight's game. Like, what does it show that you guys are able to respond so strongly to things that are brought up?
Yeah, knowing that we got a lot of older guys, we do have a lot of practices, but we don't want to, overdo it in practice, but be on the court very long. So a lot of times it might be a mental practice where we walk through things and doing a lot of cerebral things. And, there's always an emphasis on crashing the glass. Myself, Trez, Kuz, Ron, we want to get second chance points and kick it out to our shooters and to be able to make shots. So, anytime a guy, shoots the ball, we want to get 2, maybe 3 guys crashing the board and picking out to guys. We did a good job of that tonight. Then get extra effort plays for our team, and they can win a ball game. And they did for us tonight.
All right, last one, Harrison Fake.
Hey, D. I know that last year you kind of pushed back on the idea that you didn't want to play center, but for you this year with kind of the quick turnaround and the abbreviated season, do you have any extra concern about the wear and tear of playing that position more at all this year if you had to?
No, I mean, I'm really, we got Trez and Bart who can play the 5, but there's going to be games where I have to play the 5, and, me and Coach talked about it, so I'm prepared to do that as well, and he's going to be smart about when to do it. There's always a conversation. He has a great, thing with talking to his players and making sure that we're always on the same page. So every time to me and saying, "Yeah, you play 5 this game," and I think it's not a good game, or I might come to him and say, "Coach, let me play the 5 tonight." I think it's a great matchup for me to play the 5, and we have a conversation about it and see where it goes.
Thank you, AD.
From one superstar to the next, here it is, LeBron James. It's always something. Ties his buddy Dwayne Wade for most wins on Christmas Day.